Hi, and welcome back to Between Two Trees. I'm your host, Nerf Ryan, and I went thrifting. So let's get started. Just kidding. Alright, it's been a long time. As you can tell, my scenery in the background has changed, and that is because I moved. So I got a new job, and therefore I moved, and so that's why you haven't really seen very many videos yet. But I have had a chance to go thrifting, and so I found lots of cool stuff, and I'll show that to you now. So first off, a $1.99 strong arm. Works just fine. Always pick up strong arms. They're great for loners because they're simple to use. So got a strong arm, $2. Couple fire strikes that I found. This one was $1.99. Works just fine. Battery's dead, and came with a dart. Found another, the blue version of the fire strike. Also works just fine. This one, the laser actually works, and it came with a little dart tag dart that was in there. So that one was $2.99, dollar more than the other one, but $2.99 still isn't bad for a perfectly good fire strike. So things are falling. Other cool things that I found a double down. I actually don't have one of these, so I was kind of excited to find one. Finally get to have one in my collection. This was $1.99, so figured it was worth the pickup. It works just fine. Right now it's not too great, but I kind of want to mod it so that I could shoot two at once and have just like a shotgun pistol. So that's most likely the plan for that one. Another cool thing I found was an Avengers Big Bad Bow, the Hawkeye version. Works just fine. And this was actually priced at $5.99, but there was a red one there also, but it was marked for $3. So I took both of them up there and I was like, hey, these are the exact same thing. Can you give me the $3 price for this purple one? And they did it. So got a Avengers Big Bad Bow for $3. It's not too bad, not terrible, but another cool thing I found, actually I've never found one of these before, is a Blastzuka Extreme. We'll pump it up. There's overpressure, and there's no leaks in it. Works just fine, and wow, thing's really loud. So not too sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I know a lot of people use these for the air tanks system to put in with other things, but haven't decided yet. And that was $4, so a little bit more expensive than the others, but I didn't have one of these. Another great find was the Shot Eliminator. I went to a like a Union Gospel Mission thrift stores, what's around here. And they usually don't have very much stuff, but I go there anyways just to check it out. And the one great thing was they have really good prices. So this was $1.89. Works perfectly fine. I already tried it, so I'll definitely have to modify this one and possibly paint it up and stuff. So another cool thing. This wasn't at a thrift store. It was on clearance, but I found some Rebelle Darts for $4. So I picked that up because I recently found and I don't know where I put it. I think it might have been in my other thrifting video, but I found one of those, one of the Rebelle bows that has a little clicker and it notches the arrow down. I forgot what they're called, but I didn't have any arrows, and I found these on clearance for $4, so not the greatest price, but I figured then I could get some arrows and not have to pay for shipping. So there was that. Another good find that I was actually surprised to see was a Disruptor. I know these are new, and I think the reason why it was donated is that the trigger feels a bit gummy. So I think it just needs some like white lithium grease. But it primes just fine. It fires, but it just feels like it just needs a good cleaning, and the mechanism doesn't rotate. So I think it's just overall a little bit gummed up, but for $3 for a Disruptor, I thought that was a great deal. So pick that up. Not really Nerf, but I collect them anyways, is the laser tag guns. I found 2 of these. They were $3 a piece. I've been amassing laser tag guns so I can have lots of laser tag matches with friends. Both of these turn on and work. So they make all the noises and stuff. So I won't bore you with beeping, so I'll turn those off. But last but not finally least, I was like uber stoked to find this. I didn't think I'd ever find one at a thrift store because every time I've gone, they've never had new in-box stuff from retailers that have been returned or whatever. And so I was very pleasantly surprised to find a in-box Hyperfire for $8 at a Goodwill. And usually that Goodwill is way overpriced. This is the same Goodwill that has $6 Mavericks, but for some reason there is an $8 brand new in-box Hyperfire. So I don't really understand how that pricing works. But I'll happily take it. And I don't have any D batteries to test whether or not it works, but everything is in here. Not too sure why it may have been returned. Magazine seems fine. When I look down the barrel at the flywheels, it doesn't look like there really was that much wear on them. There's not much like dart dust on the flywheels. So my guess, possibly, after looking at some of these darts actually looked a little bit like gummed up or like someone chewed on them. So my guess is possibly they returned it because it wasn't feeding correctly, because I know, or I've heard with these, that with the conveyor belt, if you don't have like nicer, newer darts, that sometimes you have feeding issues with that. So my assumption is that they were using worn out darts. This thing wasn't working too well because it had really cruddy darts in it, and so then the kid probably complained, and they returned it back to most likely Target, is what I'm guessing, based on what's around my Goodwill. So, super stoked, $8 Hyperfire. And actually, I think I had a coupon since I had donated to Goodwill, so actually it was 20% off of $8, so I got like, what, $1.60 off of this, so yeah, so it was less than $8. So that was definitely my highlight of probably the whole year. I haven't found anything really this, I think, new or nice in a box, so super stoked of what I can do with this. I don't have any D-cell batteries to put in it, but my thumb is a bit big for this thumb hole stock, so I'm definitely going to have to do some work on that, I think, if I ever wanted to use this. So that is all that I found. Found some great stuff. It's good to be back, and hope that I can continue with creating content for you guys in the near future. So I'm finally moved, as you can see, and so I think that's about it. I'm looking forward to Halloween coming up, because we're having a few parties and things like that, and I'm planning a Nerf mod. Hopefully I can get it done in time to go with a costume, so look forward to that. I think that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and as always, stay scruffy Nerf herders.